and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined, my name is Lady2, and welcome back to the Pokemon White Nuzlocke. Last time, we finally got to challenging the Elite Four, and defeated all of them. So, with one unfortunate casualty in Gear Up, however, everyone else made it out at A-OK. However, N has now defeated Alder. I lost. I should have been able to demonstrate the bond between me and my Pokemon. I would have shown that brat the worthlessness of his outrageous dreams. So, his convictions were the real thing. Be careful. The ones who change the world are always the ones who pursued their dream. Oh, I ask this of you. Even if Pokemon and people are separated, nothing good will come of it. Please let him know that. I'll look after Alder. You go on. Don't know why it's slowing down. Now we must... let's see. Those in accord with fate are preserved. Those who rebel against fate perish. The way is forgotten, duty and justice appear. But one can lose the forest for the trees. You make a mistake and do not correct it. That is a second mistake. Superior men understand what is right. Inferior men understand what will sell. There are not two suns in the sky, nor two sovereigns over the people. Well, if anything should happen to our king, it would be disastrous. It would ruin Ghetsis' perfect plan. Our Lord N will not be Our Lord N will be disappointed. But the six of us shall defeat you here. And you manage that. Still standing, how you thought? Your drift fails. Ain't just me. Ain't just me. So sorry. So sorry. Not only are we stronger than you, but there are a lot of us. Oh, cursed gym leaders. Ignoring Team Plasma. That would be a terrible thing for us gym leaders to do. Bianca asked us to come too. I'm fine. Don't worry. No need to worry. Order of the Dark Stone, please proceed. That's quite right. Don't know why it's being slow. I'll try rebooting it and see if that helps. Sorry, just a moment. Yeah, that already seems a bit more promising. Okay, maybe not. Oh, fuck. I mean, it could just be the castle that's causing this problem as well. Which wouldn't be a huge surprise. So, which way do we need to go? Pull up the map. Okay, yeah, we need... Well, the way I'm going is the right way. And the only battles we have are going to be with, well, Zekrom and Getsus. Okay. In that case, knowing we need to go there, we'll start from here. I can empathise with some of what you say, but I can't forgive the way you reject everything else. Constant dripping wears away the stone. I've been waiting in the abyss for this day. No one shall interfere. We can only do our best and leave the rest to fate. We've done everything in our power. All we can do now is believe in our Lord N. And wait. I do not appreciate stubborn people. Things ain't gonna go the way you fellas think they are. I'm sure of that. Getsus called us the Chosen One. He chose us and gathered us here so we can change the world. For us, defeat is impossible. You shall not interfere with Team Plasma or our king. We have been and will continue to be together with Pokémon. Your Pokémon, they're doing their best for you, right? Why would you want to be separated from them like that? A single fallen leaf signals the start of autumn. We know our history. The emergence of this castle is the harbinger of change in Unova. Now, acrobatics! The way of the universe to take from excess and fill emptiness. Taking Pokemon from people is restoring balance to nature. I won't lose. No way, no way, no way! Just in case. Into the first room. Oh yeah, you can't access this place once you're done here anyway, so you need to make sure you get everything you can. We Team Plasma were using the Pokemon we took from others all along. Oh, poor weird Pokemon. They had to do what we told them. They're hypocrites. Our Lord proved that he is stronger than the champion. Now many trainers will admire our Lord N and follow his orders. In other words, they will do whatever Team Plasma says. And what if the will of Team Plasma is not the will of the king? What then? Come. In this castle, you may rest your Pokémon and access your PC. Fear not. First, have your Pokémon rest in that ring. When they are healed, it is our Lord N's wish that you be moved to the innermost part of this castle. Very well. I am Anthea, trainer, and before you go to confront my Lord N, please take a moment to rest. Ah, good. Both you and your Pokemon regained energy. Trainers battle to practice their skills and to grow in experience, but never to hurt their Pokemon. My Lord N has realised this, deep down in his heart, but he has spent too much painful time here in the castle to admit it. I am Concordia. I give peace and comfort to N. N has been separated from people since he was young. He was brought up with Pokemon. Pokemon that were betrayed, mistreated, and hurt by bad people. Getsus deliberately brought only those poor Pokemon closer to N. N was touched by their plight and started pursuing the truth, thinking only of Pokemon. N's heart is pure and innocent, but there is nothing more beautiful and terrifying than innocence. Indeed. Innocence can bear the fruit of ignorance. We have been secretly building this castle for several years by overworking Pokemon that we took away, without being noticed by anyone. Everything is going in perfectly as Getsus and the Seven Sages calculated and planned. He's been thinking about how he can manipulate people's hearts as he wishes. Explosion! Upperwards. Double checking where the PC was. Oh, young wanderer, are you surprised? This castle is the hub of Team Plasma's. No, Getsus of the Seven Sages' scientific capability. A manifestation of knowledge. Now we can even infiltrate the Pokemon storage system inside every trainer's PC. If our king wills it, we can steal every Pokemon stored in a PC box and release them all. Guys. So, now ideally we do also bring in Zekrom, so we could leave the space empty. But the irony is we need to see which Pokemon N and Getsus have and their movesets. I've had a brief look. I would absolutely keep Pizza Roll and the girl in. Otto should stay in, honestly, so should Greta. I don't think we need to keep Sabrina in. So let's look at the Pokemon. So N has Reshiram, Caracosta, Vanilluxe, Klinklang, Zoroark, and Archeops. Zekrom would deal with Reshiram, you would think. The girl deals with Caracosta. Pizza Roll deals with Vanilluxe and with Klinklang, and either Greta or I was going to say the king. Either Greta or Pizza Roll deals with Zoroark, and Archeops could be Otto. Could also be Zekrom. Or could be the Pebble. For Getsus has a Cofagrigus, a Bullfalon, a Bishop, a Hydreigon, an Electros, and a Seismitoad. The girl deals with Seismitoad easily. Arguably Greta deals with Cofagrigus, though we need to watch out for Toxic. Arguably Greta also deals with Bullfalon. We can't really use the Pebble there because of Earthquake. I mean, we could tank one. Greta or the Pizza Roll deals with Bishop. Arguably, Pebble deals with Electros. Crunch, Acrobatics, and Crunch and Acrobatics won't do much damage. Wild Charge could deal a lot of damage and potentially paralyze, but it goes into a very high defense of the Pebble, so it shouldn't kill him one shot. And the only special attack it's got is Flamethrower, which won't do much either. Hydreigon's the tricky one. It has Dragon Pulse, so it can counter Zekrom. It's got Fire Blast, so it'll counter the girl. Though I wouldn't throw the girl into there anyway, except for maybe Sleep Powder. It's got Focus Blast, which deals with Greta, the Pebble, and Doug. And it's got Surf, which counters Pizza Roll. And technically, Wicked. There's maybe an argument for Deductive to be the one to deal with that, but also Otto might be able to with revenge. Especially considering Otto's not really going to be dealing with Archeops. But for the sake of it, you come in, done well, to be fair, Sabrina. Admittedly, I probably should have given Sabrina Reflect. That actually might have saved you up. Oh yeah, I know it's lagging. I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. I think it's the castle causing it. The lag. Anyway, so... Let you stay. You win a respite. Get you out of there. So for now, and Deductor's the likely one to drop, but in case we don't drop someone, I think Deductive's the better option to have in the team. There is an argument for Doug with Intimidate. I don't know why both those names just look small. Like, or smaller than they were. Maybe that's just me. Items. Jesus. I mean, the big great still stays on the girl. Might take the bright powder off, pizza roll, and give it to Otto. And give pizza roll the expert belt instead. Oh, I could give him the scope lens. Why are you being so slow now? Of all times. Okay, it's picked up. Good. That's the one that's fine. Because if Otto's the one to deal with Dragon, Otto's the one who needs to be able to avoid. You take the expert. Take the shell bell, I think. It'll somewhat offset the toxic. You can grab... Well, you either take the scope lens or you take the hat. Lucky helmet. And for the sake of it, you should take the... Where is it? Oh, it'll be up here. But you should take the Mystic Water. Up here, biggest weapon. It's saved, so we don't have to do that again. I think I'm using the Master Ball, but I'm not 100%. Alright, I survived, that we can't use. I missed you. As part of his plan to take Pokemon away from their people, my Lord N entrusted some Pokemon to me. I've been spending time with them, and I don't think I want to let them go. I may not be cut out for Team Plasma. Maybe not. They have forsooketh thee. This Pokemon has become attached to me. But as far as I'm concerned, a Pokemon is just a simple tool. I don't understand. I don't need an item to catch Pokemon anymore. Thank you. Pokeballs. From my point of view, they are items that keep Pokemon confined. But for trainers like you, they are a way to bond with Pokemon. If you run out of Pokeballs, come see me. I will give one to you. Will you go to the Pokémon League? I see. You can head back if you need to. The only reason for us to maybe do that would be to stock up on healing items, but I think we're fine. I think we're more than ready with healing items. A battle between you and our Lord N will reveal whether our Lord N is a true hero. It will also reveal how you feel about protecting the current world, where people live with Pokemon. To salvation! That room was the world that was provided to our Lord N. I don't feel anything, even when I go into the room. But you may feel something. It's a basketball that looks like it's been used a lot. It says Harmonia on it. It's a set of trains and tracks. Has it been played with recently? Is it a rare candy? An art panel with a printed geometric pattern. Skateboard is resting on a pile of wheels. This toy box contains pieces of a train set. It's a home-style basketball hoop, which has a train through it. The query amongst all of that, it would be, who's Harmonia? Or is that their last name? Somewhere far from here, Team Galactic and Team Rocket drew too much attention to themselves. That's why their plans were thwarted. But you tried to act in the shadows, no doubt. No mention about Team Aqua and Team Magma. A trainer who loved Pokemon until yesterday will release Pokemon today. Tomorrow, another trainer will let Pokemon go. If we use force to take Pokemon away from people, the people will rebel. But if we manipulate their hearts, people will release Pokemon voluntarily. And here we are. I will quickly refill my drink, and then come back. Und back. Not very long at all. The oven red top. Welcome, Alder of the Darkstone. The castle. Ooh, that's weird. The castle that appeared as if it were enveloping the Pokémon League is a symbol. It means Unova will change. The king of this castle is the strongest trainer in the world. He is accompanied by the legendary Pokémon. He has defeated the champion. Added to that, his heart burns with desire to improve the world. If that's not what makes a hero, what more do you need? Now that the stage is set, we can seize people's minds and hearts. We can bring into being the world that I know, that Team Plasma desires more easily than you can imagine. We and only we will use Pokemon, and we shall rule the powerless populace. I've been waiting so long for this. I've kept my silence, so no one could piece together what I planned. Now those painful days are at an end. Go onward and discover whether you have what it takes to be a hero. Go, Holder of the Darkstone. In this room you can learn whether you too can be a hero. What I desire is a world for Pokémon, and Pokémon alone. I will separate Pokémon from people, so Pokémon can regain their original power. It's time to settle this once and for all. My determination is absolute. I will prove the value of my beliefs even if it means my Pokémon friends get hurt. Since you've come this far, I believe you are equally determined. If that's so, Prove it to me. Show me the depth of your determination. As you wish. Let's save again just in case it decides to crash. You came all this way to battle me, but Zekrom is not responding. You haven't yet been recognized as the hero, have you? How disappointing. I actually kind of liked you a little. Through our many battles, I got the feeling that you might be a trainer who truly cares for Pokémon. I was kidding myself. The idea of trainers getting to know each other through battles is ridiculous. You have two options. Challenge me to a fight you can't win, or leave this place and watch the birth of a new world where Pokemon are free of people. Reshiram, come to me! Nope, that didn't help at all. I think it is just the castle. It's either the castle or my laptop's just completely gone. Both are possible. He's a charging up his laser. Yeah, so that did nothing. That change. The dark stone. It's trembling inside the bag. Your dark stone is... I mean, Zekrom is... dark stone draws in the aura of the surroundings, converts it into a powerful force, which is now being released. Reshiram and Zekrom. There were once one life, one Pokémon. Complete opposites, yet the same. Reshiram and Zekrom are Pokémon that appear before the hero they recognize. Ah, I see. You really are a hero too. I'll tell you what that Pokémon is saying to you. I want to battle with you. Try to make me your friend and ally. It plans to test you to see if you are really pursuing ideals. I also am curious to see how powerful you are. Now, catch Zekrom and make it your ally. Here we go. Zekrom appear. Zekrom is radiating a bursting aura. Time for an almighty battle of epic purport. Now we're using the fucking Master Ball. We're about to do 2 more battles after this. Like, even if N heals us, which I think he does, there's no point in risking losing anyone. Zekron's data was added to the Pokédex. This Pokemon appears in Legends. In its tail, it has a giant generator that creates electricity. Zekrom, the deep black Pokemon. You have a nickname? Yes, and I have a nickname in mind. Nobunaga. Add Zekrom to your party from the box. We might as well. The only problem is he's not going to have an item. You were short-lived, Deductive. Yeah, they can do. Zekrom was added to your party, or Nobunaga was added to your party. Ah, I see. Zekrom, who was said to lend its power to the hero who searches for ideals, has recognized your power and now agrees to stand by your side. Hold on. Your Pokemon are hurt. Not really. There is no triumph to be gained in battling a weakened opponent. But thank you nonetheless. Now I will create the future I desire. I shall sweep you before me. Reshiram's faster then. I mean, 2 levels makes sense. But our advantage, he does now have a dragon type move. Lock in versus in, that's the plan. Do you really think you can stop us with that? There we go. Here we go, Zen Headbutt, and try and flinch it. Because I don't know if Dragon Breath knock it out. I think Dragon Breath does knock it out. Oh, thank God. That would have been game over. Let's have a look at you. Yeah, you are attack over special. Regardless, we need to heal. Thank God that missed the first shot. Oh, went for a Hyper Beam again. Yeah, not a lot of damage there. Makes sense. Funny, you could have let me put an item on him. Four Hyper Beams it's used now. This is the fifth. Now, what's its moveset? Hyper Beam, Fusion Flare, I think it's Zen Headbutt, and Ancient Power are the other two moves. We'll knock it out right now. The query was, do we still use this recharge to heal, or do we just get rid of it? But let's get rid of it. That seems like it's the Zoawak. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. He would be better off sending in Nuzlocke now against a dragon. Yep. Cavacosta should be real. We just need Stone Edge to not crit. Oh! Okay, steady. Fine. Okay, missed completely. This should be real as well, because why would you send out that? So, pizza roll. That was Zekrom. Oh, sorry, Zekrom, Zoar. Interesting. Over the pizza roll. Into the pebble. Do you lay off more smackdown? Can't take us down in one. Definitely tried. Did I not give you the stone for the rocky helmet? I mean, we definitely switch regardless. What does Kling Clang have? Flash Cannon, Metal Sound, Thunderbolt, Hyper Beam. The concern is if Pizza Roll doesn't knock it out in one, then he falls, and if he falls, we're in trouble for the next battle. So we'll have to use Greta here. And as you'll note, not really in a position to heal up. My last friend, please share your courage with me. Frickin' break him. Yeah, makes sense to go Metal Sound. Is the world gonna choose you and not me? Do we survive a hit? Do we survive any hit? I think we do. But, just in case... this gives us a good picture. Yeah, we would have been in trouble. Flash Cannon with Stab. Does Hyper Beam do more damage? $80 power compared to 150. Flash Cannon in theory does more damage, I think, with Stab. Or it's Stab 1.5, not... Yeah, with Stab, sorry, Stab's 1.5, so Hyper Beam would do more damage. Actually, might use the second one. Fucking went for it as well. How's that for a read? Absolutely heal. Or we could have switched into Pizza Roll to finish it off, because Pizza Roll will be faster. As long as it doesn't crit. There goes in. Everything's ruined. The truth I held. The dreams Pokémon shared. Reshiram and I were beaten. Your ideals, your feelings, they were stronger than mine, it seems. Zekrom and Reshiram. Each of them choosing a different hero. Is that even possible? Let's go, easy fight. There were a couple of hairy moments there. Two heroes living at the same time. One that pursues ideals, and one that pursues truth. Could they both be right? I don't know. It's not by rejecting different ideas, but by accepting different ideas that the world creates a chemical reaction. This is truly the formula for changing the world. After all of that, do you think you're still worthy of sharing the name Harmonia with me? You good-for-nothing boy! To start with, I spurred N into pursuing the truth. The reason we reawakened the legendary Pokémon now was to give my Team Plasma more power. Power to control the fearful masses. That, at least, was well done. After seeing you had to put your beliefs on the line, and battle to see which one was chosen, or which one chosen by the legendary Pokémon was the true hero, you lost to an ordinary trainer. There is such a thing as being too stupid. Add it up, and you are nothing more than a warped, defective boy who knows nothing but Pokémon. Oh, I never would have thought legendary Pokémon would choose a trainer like you. It caught me completely off guard. This doesn't change. I go. My plans have not been disturbed. In order to rule this world utterly, in order to manipulate the hearts of people who know nothing, I will have N be the king of Team Plasma. But for that to work, you, as you know the truth, you must be eliminated. Rule the world? Wasn't Team Plasma's goal to liberate Pokémon? That was just a convenient lie that I needed to create Team Plasma. Use your head. What's to be gained from letting go of useful things like Pokémon? Certainly. Manipulating Pokemon helps people expand their possibilities. That much I can agree with. So it naturally follows that only I should be able to use Pokemon. You fool! That's a ridiculous idea. You can say whatever you want. A Pokemon, even if it's revered as a deity, is still just a Pokemon. So what if it chose you? That doesn't mean you're a threat. Come on! Now you'll face me in battle! I can't wait to see the look on your face when you've lost all hope. Thor. I won't allow anyone to stop me, no matter who does what. And now for the madman. Sweeties Coffagregus. It will be an immediate switch. W voice acting. Cheers, mate. At least we are all healed up. It is why I healed Greta before, just in case. Because Greta had to come in immediately to face Coffagregus. Coffagregus has Toxic, Protect, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. It will be heavily relying on that Toxic. Interesting. We could try Swagger. Or we could just go straight into Crunch. Might as well do Crunch. Might as well faster. It should be using Toxic here. Do we get the defense down? No, we don't. Ah. At least it doesn't have Hex. I was expecting exactly that kind of move. Sure you were. Arguably we could have used... Oh, we could have used that to heal because he was absolutely going to use Protect. Will this knock it out? Now we get the defensive down though. And part of the reason for the shell bell being there. It should use Protect again. This is arguably the best time. And I don't know if he heals, but I'm pretty sure he would. So he either protects or heals, and this just removes that. Yep, there we go. But now that we've got the defense down on him already, not a huge problem. Just don't do that. I would imagine another toxic. There we go. And which should be followed by another protect. So we can heal on this one. Oh, with Shadow Ball, okay. Annoying, but it's not a huge problem. Overgregus goes down. Straight to his eye dragon. Okay. The problem is it's got Focus Blast. I have a potential out. My thought was Auto for this, because Auto will resist its Fire Blast and its Surf. Focus Blast is inaccurate, hopefully. And I'm pretty sure I put the Bright Powder on him. Yeah, to try and make Focus Blast even more inaccurate, so it should just be Dragon Pulse. Which, as long as we survive one, we might be able to get him with Revenge. If Otto goes down, Pizza Roll has to be able to get rid of Fire Dragon. We pretty much don't have any other option. We go Dragon Pulse. Ooh. Done and done. Oh, thank God. I actually don't think that kills without the crit. Well done, Otto. Pulled that out exactly when I needed it. Awful-ons. Head Charge, Earthquake, Wild Charge, and something else. Not Zen Headbutt, is it? W-Otto? Yeah. it's exactly what we needed out of that. Come on, load. Okay, Head Charge, Wild Charge, Earthquake, and Poison Jab. It still should be Greta. I think. Well, but it's got a defense of 141. It won't resist any of the moves. Outside a poison jab. But it won't be completely overwhelmed by... well, it shouldn't be completely overwhelmed by them. The problem is reckless. The Pebble has slightly better and will take a hit, but I don't know if it lives. Well, so I don't know. It should go straight into Earthquake. Let's go the Pebble. I wasn't planning on going the Pebble for this, just to be fair. I was planning on Greta, but Greta took slightly too much damage. The only problem is Earthquake here. Ooh. Okay. That did less damage than I thought it would. Admittedly. Though we still need to heal. Mind you, so that's 68 damage. So even if it crits with Earthquake, it won't kill us. Or it won't even proc sturdy. Here's where we take a risk. If this is a crit, if this is a crit, the Pebble's gone. Okay, good. We then heal through this next one. It's also 3 Earthquakes. My idea is to get my defense up as high as possible. Whoa. We're close. One more iron defense. One more iron defense and we basically completely shut down Bullfront. We cannot have a crit happen here. Good. And that's 5 Earthquake? No. Earthquake for the first. Earthquake on the heal. Earthquake on another iron defense. Another Earthquake on the heal. That was either the 5th or the 6th Earthquake. Heal again. To bring back sturdy. And now it won't, without a crit, it won't do enough. Oh, it's right on the edge. Actually, no, hang on, sorry. No, wait, 68. Yeah, no, but... if he crits, we're gone. Still. But we've basically... we've used up... mind you, that only did 18. compared to the 20. Regardless, he should be using earthquakes until the pebble goes to before. Oh, well, he should be using earthquake until pebble. Well, while the pebble's out anyway. So. Case of the crit. And he should only have 1 or 2 earthquakes left anyway. There's 1. And we pretty much know Seismitoad's coming next. I don't think he's got another earthquake. That was the lower. There we go. Case in point. If he's got another heal, he'll use it here. No, he doesn't. Even despite all of our defensive ups, we should switch to the girl. It does have Sludge Wave. But even with Sludge Wave, we should still bring it down. As I don't think Seismitoad will be faster than her. Yeah, Rain Dance, Muddy Water, Earthquake, Sludge Wave. Level to the girl. Now Electros has Flamethrower, which is why I keep the girl out of there. All the other moves it has are physical. So with that in mind, you're back in. Yes, it has... yes, its abilities levitate, so... Bulldozer's out. Yeah, Crunch, Acrobatics, and Wild Charge. That's the moveset. He should still take this. It would have to be a crit. And even then... no. So what was that? That was 137 down to 95, so that's 42 points of damage. So you'd expect around 80 for a crit. 95 is pushing it, but it's doable. Makes sense it would switch to Flamethrower, but it shouldn't deal a bunch there. That crit! 35 down to 29. 66, so that'll be 33 normal. Heal. Actually, no, we need more than that. Hyper potion. I worked with the crit. It's not the crit I was expecting. 32, okay, yeah. That 33, 32 mark's going to be for that. We're now back in the crit range, regardless of what happens here. Thank God we haven't been burned. We do still heal because a wild charge crit would knock us out. And technically, yes, Pizza Roll could rip through Electros. That could also be the move, like make a switch there and then punch it out, but... Fucking keeps critting these flamethrowers, doesn't he? And always when I talk about the crit. Need to stop talking about it. Maybe if I insinuate it, it could be better. Actually, realistically, the other option is we switch into Nobunaga. But I'd say the purples earned this battle. Oh. Fucking course. Right. Is that because I talked about the burn last time? If we do need to switch out, then we'll switch into Nobunaga. Don't know what's causing it to drop that much, though. And frankly, it has not been that. It has not been happy since their castle sprung up. Down goes Electros. Only one left. Level to the pebble. And we switch here. Because that thing has metal burst. Night Slash, Stone Edge, X Scissor, Metal Burst. I didn't realise it had Stone Edge. I mean, it's definitely it should be a pizza roll battle. Pizza roll forces it into using Stone Edge, which is inaccurate. we outspeed, we're golden. Done and done. We have defeated Getsus. My calculations, no, my careful schemes, beautiful world design. What? I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I am absolutely perfect. I am perfection! I am the perfect ruler of a perfect new world. Now, N. Do you still think Pokemon and people should be separated? Since I couldn't become the hero and obtain the legendary Pokemon myself, I prepared someone for that purpose. N. He's nothing more than a freak without a human heart. You think you're going to get through to a warped person like that? Alder, it's a waste of valuable time listening to him ramble on. He's the one without a human heart. You're right. It truly is pitiful. Ben, I'm sure you have much to think about. I know you were not pursuing the truth because of Getsus's manipulation. Because your heart was truly inspired. That is why you were able to meet the legendary Pokémon. That voice has shifted up. That's more struggling to fit it. But I have no right to be the hero. Is that so? What you and the legendary Pokemon are going to do from now on? That's important, wouldn't you say? Acting like you understand. Up till now, we've been fighting each other over our beliefs. Despite that, why? Ben, even if we don't understand each other, that's not a reason to reject each other. There are two sides to any argument. Is there one point of view that has all the answers? Give it some thought. I want to talk to you about something. It's about when I first met you in Accumula Town. I was shocked when I heard what your Pokemon was saying. I was shocked because that Pokemon said it liked you. It said it wanted to be with you. Couldn't understand it. couldn't believe there were Pokemon that liked people. Because up until that moment, I'd never known a Pokemon like that. The longer my journey continued, the more unsure I became. All I kept meeting were Pokemon and people who communicated with one another and helped one another. That was why I needed to confirm my beliefs by battling with you. I wanted to confront you hero to hero. Needed that more than anything. There's no way a person like me, someone who understands only Pokemon. No, actually, I didn't understand them either. No way could I measure up to you, when you had met so many Pokemon, surrounded by friends. The champion has forgiven me, and what I should do now is something I'll have to decide for myself. Thor, you said you have a dream. That dream? Make it come true. Wonderful dreams and ideals give you the power to change the world. If anyone can, it's you, Thor. Well then, farewell. And that is it for the main story. I'll just let this play for a bit while I go grab a drink. Nearly fucking knocked it over as soon as I sat down. So yeah. Main story completed. So I would argue this is a finished Nuzlocke, because we've done the main story. Obviously there is post-game to go. I will be doing the post-game. I'll be doing the post game for a few reasons. One, I think it's certainly a bit more in depth than Diamonds was. I still could go back to Diamonds and do that, but this is a bit more tied in. What else? I don't know if I'll count a rematch with the elites and finally actually facing Alder as a necessary part of the Nuzlocke. Yeah, it's a necessary part of the Nuzlocke, we'll say, but also if it's a necessary part of the post game. However, a certain champion waiting in Undella Town, or vacationing in Undella Town, that might be a bit more necessary. Of course, we'll need to do a bit more leveling to get to that point. Boy's gonna fly away. And of course, now that that's all done, the game speeds back up. So it pretty much was the castle. End. So regardless, I'd say certainly if we were to lose, if we were to have everyone get knocked out from here on, I would move on to the next Nuzlocke. I wouldn't be repeating this. It depends on what takes me out though, if anything in particular does. But yeah, as I said, that'll be the end. Well, so yeah. We will continue with this. We'll continue streaming it. We'll go through the post game. I at least want to take on Cynthia. Don't know about an elite rematch. And the other bit is obviously tracking down the soldiers. But we will make a start on that next time. But effectively, Nuzlocke complete. So should we get all KO'd for whatever reason, that'll be the key for the little break with Conquest, and then probably jumping into another Nuzlocke. Unless I decide to do some mystery dungeon instead. But yeah. Until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in live if you did, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, I've been Throngle82, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Bye guys.